Greetings, naturopath Eric Bakker from New Zealand. I'm author of a book called Candida Crusher. Thanks for checking out my video. We're going to talk about a herb called wormwood today. Okay, it belongs to a family called Artemisiae or Artemisia. There are many different Artemisias. Artemisia annua, for example, Artemisia vulgaris, or the common wormwood. I believe Artemisia vulgaris is rolled up in little sticks that the Chinese people use for what we call moxibustion. It smells like dope. That's the only problem. I used to work years ago in clinics, a long time ago in acupuncture clinics, and if they would have these sticks, rolled up sticks, burning them and waving over people's bodies, it would smell like they're having big dope sessions in those rooms. So, but it's a wonderful herb, Artemisia. It's a very bitter herb. It's one of the most bitter herbs known. I think rue is even more bitter, but it's very, very bitter. I've got this wonderful book here. I love collecting old books. The Model Botanic Guide to Health. This was the first herbal medicine book, really, in Australia. It's a classic. Look at this picture of this gentleman here. Check this picture of this man out. Look at the beautiful moustache. Isn't it a gem? So this book was really from turn of the century. And when I read about the uses of wormwood in this book, from 1895, they basically say you just get the flowery tops, cut them off, throw them in a big earthenware vessel, pour 1 pint of boiling water on it, leave it overnight, strain it, and in the morning you have a tablespoon of that in a wine glass full of water. So herbs used to be given in wine glassfuls, so usually in watery solutions. So because it's so bitter, according to Dr. Fox in this book, it's wonderful for dyspepsia. So it's a really good herb to use for like burping, bloating, for poor functioning stomach, because bitterness helps the stomach to promote the production of acids. Sugars have the opposite. Sugars shut the stomach down. Bitter things increase it. But wormwood also contains an active ingredient called thuone. The thuone is also known to make people go a bit loopy and a bit crazy. So you have to be careful because it can be almost used as a narcotic agent. And you may have heard of the drink called absinthe. One of my favourite French composers wrote beautiful plays and lovely piano music, Eric Satie. He died of absinthe poisoning. So lots of people who lived in France, turn of the century, right up to 1920s, 30s, died of absinthe poisoning because it was, we're talking an alcohol content, 60, 70%, made on a base of a wormwood with a high thuone content. So it drove people like crazy. It made them really, go loopy and strange. So you need to be very careful with herbs with very strong active ingredients like thuone in them. And if you look at WebMD or sites like that, they'll say, known toxin. They'll immediately say, don't touch these things. A lot of doctors readily tell people to take paracetamol, which is one of the leading causes in the States right now of liver toxicity. A lot of people die of paracetamol poisoning. Not many people die in America, I believe, at the moment of absinthe poisoning or jumping off bridges after they've drunk wormwood or stuff like that. So be careful what you read. Wormwood, in the hands of a herbalist like me or someone who's qualified to use it, is a very, very good herb to use. And what does the name say? Wormwood. Is it good for Candida? Wormwood. Will it cure Candida? Wormwood. It's for worms. It's for parasites. Okay, it's anti-helmintic or anthelmintic, so it works on worms, roundworms, pinworms, hookworms, tapeworms, all kinds of worms. It's also good to actually give a tablespoon of that regularly to an animal. Mix it in with food. Okay, it's also good to use in drop amounts for kids for worms, but you need to understand about dosage. So before you rush off and go and dose all your animals up with it, you need to be very careful what you're doing. It's a fantastic adjunct to use as an anti-parasite product. Artemisiae is a very powerful ingredient found in wormwood. It's an incredibly powerful thing to use wormwood in conjunction with a parasite protocol. I didn't put wormwood in CanXida Remove for a couple of reasons. I'm targeting more, not so much worms with people, but I'm targeting other kinds of parasites. Okay? We're also targeting dysbiosis or bad bacteria that have gone bad. We're targeting predominantly yeasts, bad bacteria, and various kind of parasites that are really non-worms. But saying that, CanXida Remove will have a good effect on worms. But if you want to treat worms, use wormwood. If you want to improve the function of the liver and gallbladder, use wormwood. If you want to improve the stomach's function, use wormwood. But use it in conjunction of the advice of a herbalist. Don't just go and rush off and buy stuff and start taking it. It's not a good idea. So herbs have been used for a long, long time. So this book here is, a very old book. And it just shows you, these sort of things go right back. I'm also looking on the internet now at a wonderful book, Mrs. Greaves' Modern Herbal, one of my favourite books. And if we look at the uses of wormwood, go back to 1577, there are references of it, of people using it. So these herbs have been used a long time. And it's a bit like a gun. When used by a person with more than one brain cell, it can actually be a very powerful tool. But when used with someone with no brain cells, it can kill people and cause destruction. Common sense? Same old, same old. Thanks for tuning in.